Welcome to Fourth-Stump video blogging. In this video, we're gonna discuss about a security vulnerability, cross-site scripting. We are going to see the definition and demo of how to exploit XSS. XSS enables attackers to inject client-side script into web pages viewed by other users. A cross-site scripting vulnerability may be used by attackers to bypass access controls such as same origin policy. What is same origin policy? Same origin policy is nothing but restricting the resources of a particular domain within itself and not allowing it to be accessed across various other domains. And let's see what are all the variants of XSS. We have three different variants: reflected or non-persistent XSS, stored or persistent XSS, and the last one, DOM-based XSS. The non-persistent cross-site scripting vulnerability is by far the most common type. This holds up when the data provided by a web client, most commonly in HTTP query parameters or in HTML form submissions, is used immediately by the server-side scripts to parse and display results. A reflected attack is typically delivered via email or a neutral website. The bait is an innocent looking URL pointing to a trusted website but containing the XSS vector. If the trusted site is vulnerable to the XSS vulnerability, clicking the link can cause the victim's browser to execute the injected script. Thereby, the attacker can steal sensitive information such as credit card information or application cookie information. The next one is stored or persistent XSS. This vulnerability is a more devastating form of cross-site scripting. It occurs when the data provided by the attacker is saved by the server and then permanently displayed on normal pages returned to other users in course of regular browsing. Particularly in the case of social networking sites, the code would be further designed to self-propagate across various user accounts, creating a type of client-side worm. That's why we always say this stored cross-site scripting as a most devastating form. The next one is DOM-based XSS. If you consider the other two variants, the malicious vector is injected from the client side, processed by the server and rendered back to the browser. But in DOM-based XSS, this entire process happens within the DOM object of the browser. In this type, the supplied vector will not reach the server at any point of time. These type of vulnerabilities are typically found in Ajax-based applications where decision is made on the user input at the client side itself. Now let's move on to the demo. Before we start off with the demo, I would like to thank two demo websites, Acunetics and Zenzik. Both these are demo websites vulnerable by itself and used for learning security testing. First, with Acunetics, we will see how to exploit a reflective cross-site scripting and its behavior. A reflective cross-site scripting can be demonstrated using this search text box. This is the only input field available in this application. So we will input a malicious script with the alert message saying search. And we will end the script. And let's see what happens if we click on go. Here it is. You can see that the script which we entered has got executed. So this is a typical example of cross-site scripting of reflected variant. This is a temporary behavior, and if you return back to this home page again, let's click on the home page and see, you will not see the pop-up. You click on again, you click on go, you will not see the pop-up again. Okay, so that's why The impact is minimum in this kind of cross-site scripting. Now let's move on to Senzik Bank website, demo website, to see how, or to demonstrate the stored XSS. Let's give our script in this first name field. Within the double quotes, end of script. Same in the next field also, that is the last name field. And let's give some user IDs, username. Let's have it as Fourth-Stump, and the password is Fourth-Stump, Fourthstump, and let's fill out the mandatory fields just like that. And click on go. You could see the message from the application that Fourth-Stump has been created. And now let's try logging in. And see what happens. There you go. The scripts which we had entered during the registration is getting executed. We entered the scripts in the first name and the last name field. This is what you call it as a stored XSS, a classic example of stored XSS. We supply XSS vectors at one page and it is getting rendered at a different page. This will have a permanent effect. If you go to some other page and come back here, you can see the page. Every time whenever that first name and last name field is getting rendered, you could see the pop-ups getting executed. So that's why we see this as a most devastating form of the XSS. So well, that's how you exploit XSS. That's it for this video. Next time we will catch up with another interesting technical stuff. Kindly subscribe for our channel to learn more about security vulnerabilities and technologies. Till then, it's bye from Fourth-Stump. Bye bye.